Hi everyone, this is Jean. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're here to talk to you about Byron Katie. So I first found out about Byron Katie when I was doing a lot of self-work. I think when you're doing self-work, it's very often you want to search different kind of information. And I found her when I was listening to a podcast from Oprah Winfrey a couple of years ago, and it totally transformed a lot of thoughts I had about myself. Now, let me first tell you about Byron Katie. Byron Katie was a woman. At that moment, she was depressed in her 30s for over 10 years, and she was over 200 pounds, and she was very much unhappy. She would just feed herself with pints of ice cream and codeine, and she would eat them like candy pills. And she was very often depressed, and she didn't think she was worthy, and she was very much in a state of self-loathing, I do believe. And then one day, the whole family, everyone was so stressed being with her that her kids would just like go to different places, avoid her. But her husband already had 4 heart attacks just taking care of her. And one day they just couldn't handle it, and they sent her to a halfway house. And this is a house where a woman had eating disorder because the insurance could only afford to send her there. So she went there and she checked it. When she was there, she was actually still very much depressed. All the women there were so afraid of her. They were just so scared. And then they offered her to live in the room closest to the attic because they wanted to avoid her. And then that's where she stayed. And one day she was lying on the floor because she was so depressed. She doesn't believe that she deserves to be sleeping on a bed. She only deserves to sleep on the floor. And that's her thought. And anyways, I'm like totally surprised why she would think she does not deserve to sleep on the bed, but that's her story, which I totally believe, because it's just so sad to see a person that could not value herself enough to sleep on the bed. Now, one day she was lying on the bed, and then a cockroach passed by, and that cockroach actually filled the sight of her entire eye. And in that moment, she saw nothing, absolutely nothingness. And that moment, she actually realized she had it was like an epiphany, and she just realized that there's only love to this life. And ever since then, her life transformed, and she checked out of the halfway house. She loved everyone unconditionally, and she began she would be going out the street, talking to people, to strangers. She would give them a hug. She would give a hug to the homeless, give a hug to everyone, and just purely love people unconditionally. And sometimes I think in life we do go through very bottom situation in order to us to rise up and become a new form of person. Now, during her transformation, she created the work, and the work consists of 4 questions and is absolutely amazing. 4 questions are: is it true? Can you absolutely know if it's true? The 3rd question is: how do you react when you believe in that thought? And the 4th question is: who would you be without that thought? So for example, I could say, well, I don't find I'm beautiful. Now I will use the work from Byron Katie. Do you know if it's the truth? Yes. 2nd, do you absolutely know if it's the truth? Well, no. How would you react when you believe in that thought? Oh, I feel so miserable. I feel I'm not worthy. I don't feel I'm worthy of anything. I think people could step on me because I don't deserve it. I don't deserve to be beautiful. I don't deserve compliment. I don't deserve any good thing that comes to me. How would I react without that thought? Oh, I think I'm deserving. I'm worthy of everything that's happening to me. I am such a great person, and I am beautiful, and I deserve compliments. I deserve people loving me. I deserve respect. I deserve to be loved and appreciated. And this is how you could transform your mind this way. Now let's give another example. So let's say you are having a colleague. You find he's slacking off work and you're just saying, is it true? Yes, it's true. Do you absolutely know if it's the truth? Well, he does some work, but it's just not enough. He always piles it up on me. How would you feel with that thought? And you would say, this man does not deserve this job. He does not deserve this raise. He does not deserve any good thing happening to him. He does not deserve to be working here. It's very pessimistic, right? How would you feel without that thought? Well, he's a man that has a family to feed. They have kids, he has a mortgage, he has so many problems in his life, and recently his roof is leaking. And this way, you actually retransform the way you think about people and your thoughts. I'm not saying that life is perfect, but life is filled with a series of life lessons for us to learn. But whenever you are having bad thoughts, you can use the work from Byron Katie to retransform a lot of thought in you. For example, there's a lot of times that I don't appreciate myself, and when I'm using the method of Byron Katie, I just get retransformed and realize of who I could be. So this is one of the methods I wanted to share with you today. I hope it's useful in some way. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.